So I want to talk to you about something that I see quite commonly happening, particularly in busy city living, is this whole concept or this whole belief that there isn't enough time or space. I hear it so often, and I hear it so often in my own head. There's not enough time and there's no space for me. For me, I realise that it is a regular belief that goes round in my head, this sort of constant voice that says to me, there's not enough time, there's not enough time, particularly when life gets really, really busy. So I'm a mother to a 3.5-year-old, I run my own business, I'm married, and I do a lot of work on myself, emotionally, physically, and I do a lot of cooking. So my life is very, very full. And actually that's a very beautiful, abundant thing. But where I can easily and quite commonly go is this place where I feel like there's just not enough time and not enough space for me anymore. It's almost like every single pocket of time gets filled up with something to do. I then get more and more squeezed and I feel more and more trapped. And then of course, I start feeling really, really rubbish. I get overtired, I haven't been eating well, I've stopped exercising. And it's almost like this space just gets less and less and less and less, and everything just starts getting tighter. So I remember once, a few weeks back, I'd been dreaming and dreaming about taking a whole day off. Like the entire day off. Put my daughter in nursery, I was going to take the whole day just to do all the things that I used to do before I was a mum, and just pamper myself and take myself to a spa. So I'd been dreaming about this day for weeks, for months in fact. And I kept looking at my diary and I was like, there's not enough time, there's not enough space. Oh, where am I going to find this day? Where am I going to have this time? And then I realised something. I woke up one day and I realised, my God, Nikki, there is never, ever, ever going to be that space unless I make it. It's not just going to appear. I was waiting for life to suddenly make it appear, this perfect 8-hour period where I could do whatever I wanted. But it wasn't going to happen. If it was going to happen, I was going to have to make it. And so I looked at my diary and I thought, you know what? I am important too. And I made myself the priority above everything else. And I booked out a day and I got all panicky and anxious. What if my business goes wrong? What if people want me and need me and they can't get hold of me? And I just put all those fears aside and I eventually took my day. And you know what? No one even noticed. Nothing bad happened. And I had this wonderful day. And I realized that, my goodness, space and time, this belief of no space and no time, it's such a belief in our mind, but it's not reality. We have whatever space and time we want to create. Actually, we can create whatever we want. We just have to choose what is the priority. So when work gets busy and takes up all the moments and minutes and pockets of space in our life, then we are choosing to make work the priority over ourselves. The solution in this matter is that I've realized that actually I now need to start booking out time for myself on a regular basis, and that is just as much a priority as taking care of my daughter and running my business and being available for my husband. Because I tell you what, if I don't do that, everything else is going to go down. I always remember my husband used to say to me when I first had my daughter and she was a newborn, and I wasn't eating and I wasn't sleeping and I wasn't taking care of myself. He said, Nikki, if you go down, the whole family goes down. And it's exactly the same now. So, if you are like me, and you are getting caught up in this belief that there's no time and space, I want you to just stop for a moment. Really stop. Stop everything. Feel your feet on the ground. Take a deep breath. And I want you to ask yourself, who are you making the priority in your life right now? What is the priority? And is it really real that there is not enough space? Because there will be space if you choose to make space for you a priority.